What's up, everyone, and welcome to the show. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty for a quick second, but it's resolved. Hope everybody's doing well. Just wait for a few people to join us, but we're live. And happy hump day. Oh my God. Shoot. I forgot my drink. Oh well. I guess I could do without. What's up, Vitrina? What's up, Julie? What's up, Anna? And Linda? Sorry, I just had a little glitch. Can you guys hear me okay? I was like, what the heck's going on? I'm not seeing myself on here. For some reason, it's not live, but whatever. Thank you. Thank you for the update. Katrina, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. But anyway, without further ado, let me bring on Ms. Lisa. Hopefully the camera doesn't switch on me, but all right, perfect.
Hello.
What's up?
Not much. What's up with you? You having technical difficulties? That's been happening all day. We have a storm coming.
I know. But the funny thing is, I went live and then I was like, why isn't it going live?
I swear to God, I didn't touch anything.
And I was like, so I checked YouTube real quick and I was like, yeah, there's nothing there. What the hell happened?
If everything's up and running, go run and get your drink. I promise. I'll keep my hands up in the air and I won't touch nothing.
I'm good for right now. I'm good for right now.
Okay. So what's going on? How you been?
Been doing amazing. I'm working on some shit, yeah, things are amazing actually.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You don't look any different.
What's there to change?
I know. Somebody having a birthday?
Yep. In a few days.
Don't look any different. Do you feel different?
Actually, yeah, in a lot of ways.
Good.
In a lot of ways. Yeah, everything's like really positive actually. So
isn't that amazing when you get rid of trolls? Don't feed the troll meter. That's what I say. Life gets better.
No, I mean it's there's a lot of things that I've changed in my life, and it's everything has a great outlook, and so I'm really happy with the way that everything is going, and yeah, everything's just like amazing. It's.
But how many times do we say that? I mean, not everybody's there when we talk to each other, but we'll be like, hey, everybody serves a purpose in your life. They're either there for a moment, a month, a year, whatever. Either there to learn from you or you're to learn from them. And once that relationship or whatever dissolves, friends or romance, whatever the situation is, even coworkers, you'll notice that every once in a while one drops out, but then that sort of allows the door open for new things to come in.
Yeah,
like a lot of good things are coming your way.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, I mean it does. But here's the thing, like with me, I always have a positive outlook on everything. It might take a little while, but and even sometimes it's like, I was just thinking about this today. There are certain things that I wish I could have done different in life, or with certain people.
Yeah,
And
but then you would
I'm always a positive person anyway.
right.
And I take every life experience um, as a learning process. I mean, that's what you have to do. I mean, no matter what happened,
Oh,
whether a negative thing, a positive thing, but you always turn that negative into a positive. You know what I mean?
absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's like you take that and I cherish every single person that has ever come into my life, whether good or
But
bad.
see, you're saying you might change a few things. I don't think I'd change anything because I'm not sure I'd be the person that I am or as
Well, well,
strong as I am.
well, that's the thing. So everybody comes into your life, right? And you take that
Hmm.
whatever happened that experience, and that experience helps you grow with
Yeah.
everything. And then what you do is like, okay, now that I've turned this into a positive, I wish I can even reach out to that person or
Right.
whoever and almost say like thank you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I am today. And you basically, like I said, you turn like a negative into a positive and you reach out to that person and you just say thank you for being in my life for that time or whatever. And you kind of thank them and then you move forward. But then you almost want them to join you
Yeah,
in your journey
I
of
do.
life. And because it's like with like
Listen,
right now
listen,
with
you could either cry over the lemons or you can make yourself a good cocktail and have a few laughs.
no, that's absolutely right. And that's what I'm saying is like, it's like my life journey is amazing, right? Anybody that wants to be part of my life journey, I wish like things that have happened in this past year, um, there was a lot of things that happened in this past year. Way too much. I think it was just very overbearing for me.
Yeah, you had
But
a lot to process, though.
there was a lot. I mean, a lot. And I don't think a lot of people would have been able to handle what I had to go through. And
No, I mean, a lot of people did have a lot of deaths due to the pandemic, but not like dominoes, boom, 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 and you got
right,
handed a lot. Just takes
yeah,
time to process. That's all.
I got handled like three different things in 1 month, literally. And it was like, what the fuck, And
But you are
so,
so strong that you're right. Nobody else could have handled it the way you did, or as classy as you did.
and the thing is like, you know, um, I know at that particular time, I think I was very vulnerable and it made me look very weak to some people.
Yeah.
Um, and but you know what? Honestly, it's like looking back at it, I'm kind of like laughing on a lot of the situations that I was in. And it was like I felt bad for kind of like bringing somebody along for the ride when I wasn't 100% myself. And it's funny because I was just talking about this. And it's sad because if I have a couple of drinks in me, right? It's like because I'm dealing with so much that it kind of makes me look weak. But as soon as I
Why?
get like,
Okay. Why do you keep saying weak?
because
Vulnerable, but not weak.
no, no, no. Yes, it was because I looked like a weak person. And honestly, looking back, looking in the mirror, I can actually say, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You look like a fucking pussy. You look like so weak." And
Listen,
but
Katrina
looking
just said
back,
sometimes when we look and feel the weakest is when we are the strongest. Absolutely, Katrina. Absolutely. And
but
besides,
that's
I mean, if that was the case when we have to call an ambulance or whatever, they're not seeing us on our best day. And if
right.
they're telling us that we handle stuff strongly, you kind of have to go with what because they've seen the worst of the worst. And I think you handled it very stoically. It took a while to process it. I don't think you allowed yourself to process it.
I didn't. Okay, and that's the thing. And I mean, I don't want to sound like a downer because I mean, everything that's happening is freaking amazing and it's so positive and so like with me right now. I am like working on myself daily, making myself the person that I was, and even stronger. So,
Absolutely. But January is a new month for new beginnings. Let's face it. Everybody has like what they're going to do for themselves this year, like how they're going to work on things. But how many people actually do it? I do it. I might not like what
do
I
what?
have to do to
No, do
improve
what?
ourselves. Like every day you get up, you should try to make yourself a better person that day. Like do your best to be
Right,
the best you can.
right. So, and here's the thing, like, um, over the last maybe few weeks, um, I have been getting like so many compliments from different people. Like, dude, how do you do this
Dude,
daily?
there is now a glow about you that you used to have that I want to say dulled, maybe dimmed a little bit for a little while, but you were processing it and now you're just back.
Yeah,
You're
and
you're
but
just you're just back to you, new and improved, Rob.
well, that's what I'm saying is, looking in the mirror, I wasn't myself. I mean, even I could even tell when I was around, my friends, when I was around certain people, I just wasn't myself. I just wasn't. But then just all of a sudden, it's like I was like, boom, what the hell? Now I just feel like I'm back,
Yeah,
even
you
stronger.
processed
And
it.
right,
You are the new
bigger and
improved
better.
Rob.
Exactly. So, and that's why I said, this growth, I mean, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help people grow, whether it's, tuning into the show and wanting to further themselves in the paranormal, ask questions about the paranormal. Um, I'm here for a freaking journey. I'm here to bring people on a ride. And
Exactly, Rachel. Like, back to your bad self, Rob 5.0.
so that's what I'm here for, and I'm going to keep on pushing through, and it's just going to get better and better and better. And I'm so excited.
And I'm the
Um,
first person to tell everybody if you surround yourself with not positive people, they just suck the energy out of you and they bring you down. Why would you want to surround yourself with negative people? Surround yourself with positive influences because you want to be positive. So if you put it out there positive, you should get it back positive. So
okay,
some of us have to go sorting through our friend circles.
well, here's the thing: like, people surround themselves with certain people to make themselves look better. What I try to do all the time is bring in stronger people than what I'm used to hanging around with, or more dominant people, more, because
You
what
raise
that
your own vibration.
going to raise my own vibration. Exactly. When I bring myself around people that are,
We all know
and
them. I call them psychic vampires. When they drain your energy, it's like a vampire siphoning it off without your permission. You don't realize it until like your battery's like at the lowest. And then when you're not around them, you sort of get your energy back. You can't
yeah,
control them, but you can control how often you interact with them.
right. But I mean, what I'm saying is, like, I always look for, like, with myself, I always surround myself that, you know, are going to be, they're more intimidating people, if this makes sense. Like, it
Mhm.
would be people that I would normally not want to hang out with, but I'm drawn to those type of people to make myself stronger.
It's a
And
challenge for you.
I'm always looking for a challenge,
Yeah.
right? So it's almost like when you have very low self-esteem, you surround yourself with those type of people to make yourself
Yeah,
feel better,
why? Yeah, and a lot of times we'll believe somebody robbed us of our self-esteem. And
right?
then we continue to believe that versus all the people that are around us that give us positive feedback. We
Mhm.
don't want to believe them. It's much easier to drink the Kool-Aid than it is to go, hey, that person was negative and they didn't add anything to my life.
Right.
Versus
So
going, that person's really wrong. You don't have a right to talk to me that way or treat me that way. We don't do that because, like, that would be the logical thing. But, like, no, we can work through it.
right.
You can't.
It's no, it's and it's funny that you say that because, like, a lot of times I might say something like almost like I'm leading somebody on, and then I'll walk away, and then they're like, "Dude, what the heck's wrong with you?" Like, why are you saying that? And then they're, like, looking at me like, "Why did you just say that?" And then you walked away. And then they're, like, intrigued, and then they just start coming back, and then it's just weird. It's like a little that I would always play with people. It's just so weird.
Let me
Um,
just remind everybody that if you're watching on the live paranormal page, please make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications to on. But we also have to enforce and abide by the Facebook community guidelines because they're so important. They take care of everything, make sure there's no trolls out there, right? However, if you're watching on the Parawakening on YouTube, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And just remember, we can't we can't repeat all your comments,
right.
but I can read them and laugh. You'll see which
Um,
one.
oh my god.
Awkward. Awkward. How was that gravy, by the way? Did you find it? Was it yum? Oh my god.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just, so I'm creating new challenges for myself, and, and, when I say things, I make comments to people and I walk away, they're like, "What the hell?" And it's just I think it's just part of the confidence, that I have is back. There's a lot of different things that are back. So, it's just kind of funny.
Listen, I say everybody grows every day. And if you're not growing and trying to make yourself better and working on yourself, what's the point? Like, why
Right.
do you want to stay in the same spot? Like, if you get too comfortable, that's scary because when you're comfortable, you let your guard down, but you
Mm,
also don't filter the people in that we normally would filter out.
right. So, the reason why I'm going there with all of this is because, people, like, doubt their abilities. People doubt, um,
And it's
you
faith
know
based. It's faith based. You have to believe in yourself because you just don't get it from sitting at home.
so the reason why I'm going on this rant is because anything that you want to, um, build your skills at, you have to work at it.
Yeah.
You have to it's like anything else. You have to build your skills, whether it's your people
Even it,
skills or it's your
yeah.
self-confidence.
Or,
It's anything,
but even if you step away from what you normally do for a while, say it's a surgery, for whatever the reason is, when you come back, it really does take a couple of shows to get back in the swing of things because you weren't using that. So you sort of have to get back in the swing of things so that, especially with abilities, because they'll take all that off of your plate if you're going through something very stressful. So then when you get back in the routine of doing things, there's going to be some hiccups. So just, everybody, woosah. January, the month of woosah. Wait, I heard a dink. What was that?
somebody's texting me. So
Oh,
since I use my phone for,
it's probably about your car insurance.
no, um,
Ooh, what the heavens name was that? Wasn't me. I didn't touch nothing. I swear.
my somebody's texting me.
Well, hi, Bonnie. Hi, Anna, Patricia, Buffy. Who did I miss? Katrina, Julie, Rachel. Who's missing? Where's Glenn? Is he not here? Patricia, Amy, Janice, Buffy. I think I got everybody. If I didn't, hello. I hope everybody was having a good time. Sorry I missed you guys on Saturday. I was a little busy.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary
So
Jo.
so anyway, yeah, so basically that's why I wanted to go on that rant was, this is when you tune into the show, I'm going to take you on a journey, and
Take you on a trip with no map.
just just be ready for the ride, and we're going to experience a whole lot of new things. We'll have some amazing shows coming. There's just going to be a lot. And just be prepared for me to go on rants every once in a while, like I just did, but it's a positive rant. I mean, then that's the thing. I mean, there's not going to be any negativity coming out of my mouth, nor will we accept that
Right.
here.
There's a no drama. We have no
Right,
tolerance policy on drama. Sorry,
right.
guys. Life's too short. Life's too short to be miserable.
Rachel, and it could be a magical journey. Who knows?
On your magic carpet ride.
Exactly. What's up, Mary Jo? Hope you had a safe trip. Glad you're tuning in. It's good to see you, as always. So, anyway, so last week's show was a lot of fun. So, we did a live investigation on the Hornet. So, well, I wasn't there, unfortunately, but um, we had Mike and and Faye aboard the ship. They gave us an amazing tour.
How is
Um,
Faye, by the way? Is she doing good?
she's doing amazing, as
She's
always.
she's a I love her. She's such a fun person. And
Oh,
she's another positive light. You can tell.
yeah.
You can
Oh,
absolutely tell.
when her and I are together, it's oh, it's crazy.
Look
she
at you
has
breathing.
she has to keep me under. She has to calm me down, or just tell me shut the fuck.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, she has to keep me under control.
This is how you know there's only one of us, because God wasn't ready for a second on anything. He's like, yeah, I might have put a little too much sparkle in that one.
Yeah.
Says, I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Okay. Congratulations, whoever posted that, whatever.
Oh, it's probably. I
I
don't
don't
know.
get it.
It's probably just a bot, because we're getting lots of chats, which sometimes we get more than 1,000 messages or chat messages.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, we get those little pop-ups all the time. Oh, like when I do my long shows, I was always within the top 10 percentile on Restream.
You were probably the only one still doing lives, honey, because those were very long lives. And I know, because I lasted for almost all of them. There's only a couple of times I fell asleep with my phone, like,
Yeah, we were doing. Oh my god, there was like sometimes there was. I was hitting probably like 60 hours a month
yeah.
of
But you
straight
know what? Wasn't that
streams.
when you were working to, you were working on that ITC stuff, like a frequency thing that,
I was doing, yeah, I was doing a bunch of shows, and then plus I was doing 5-hour shows here and there. I
right.
still don't know how in the hell I did it. I still don't know to this day.
Dude, I look back and I say to myself, I don't know how my mother got food shopping done with 3 kids. I really don't. I had 2, and sometimes I was like, order pizza, because it's the best best stuff you're gonna get. Either that, or you're gonna have to have cereal.
Right, right. Thank you, Buffy. Um, so
My mother used to say that if you sat still and counted all the things you got done, you would never get anything done. So we don't sit and account everything that we do. We just keep moving forward. Like, that's done. Next, do the next task.
yeah,
Yeah,
um,
5-hour shows. 5-hour shows were the short shows, Vitrina.
yeah. And it's funny because I've talked to a couple of my friends, and I think we're going to do one show with one of my buddies. He's on a couple of different UFO shows. He wants to come on. We're not going to talk about the shows. We're just going to talk about some of his experiences. I
Okay.
can't disclose what shows he's on, but yeah, we're just going to
Don't
talk
need
about
to.
some
Don't need to.
experiences. Um, because there's
It's
a
it's
few legal out
funny
legal.
about the UFOs. It's funny about the UFOs because I believe tried to do it last week and didn't work out because of the weather and some other things with my car. But we're going to head down to the Bridgewater Triangle. So there's been a lot of activity up by me. When I say up by me, I'm talking like a pebble's throw with
Right.
Bigfoot and Sasquatch being seen. Like,
Oh,
I had no idea how close I was. Like, I always got a weird vibe in that forest, but I don't know. It's been all over the news. It's been all over different shows and stuff like that. So it's been quite busy. But you know how I say like things just show up in my feed and I have no idea? It happens to you too. We don't know where the stuff comes from. It just shows up in our feed. So
right.
there's a group of people that want to go down there. Now, they're not focusing on the satanic murders that happen there. They're not zoning in on the pudgewudgies. It's the UFOs. Now, I have lights, mysterious lights that happen over in my forest, which is part of my yard. And they actually post them in the police log. So that's telling you that it's really legit. I'm wondering if the increase in lights have anything to do with the increased sightings.
Who knows? I mean, it's possible. I'm not sure, but it's always who knows.
I'll let you know when I go down there if I don't pee myself getting scared, because I'm sure somebody over there will scare me because I don't really do good in forests.
Right.
Like, do I look like I'm going to run? I'll be like, kill one of them. I'm going to saunter my fanny back to my car. Lots in the highlight. Yeah, there's been a lot more sightings of them. So I'm wondering if it's connected somehow. Like, I know certain locations they can be connected because I get the same vibe psychically, like they're attached either through water, electricity, something. But this is like no other thing. Like, it keeps popping up, and usually it will come up around Halloween, fine, granted. But this keeps coming up and coming up. And the man who wrote the book on it, I don't want to give him any credit yet because he hasn't returned my message. I'm trying to get him on as a guest because he wrote a book and they've gone back to the same location and there's still significant evidence to show that they're still there. Isn't that
So
crazy?
Bonnie had a question for you. Let me share it.
Yes, Bonnie and I were talking earlier in this week how we were having similar messages from spirit. So she says, I'm getting a Samuel that is associated with the black truck. Do you or Rob know why? I know. My truck is black. My truck is black. I had a red one. A drunk driver came up on the wrong side of the highway and totaled it. My son made it out without a scratch. I got a white one. Had that one for exactly 1 month to the day. Bumper to bumper traffic. A young driver slammed on her brakes and totaled that one for me. So I have a black one. This is the first incident with the black one, and it'll be fixed. I could be an amputee right now. I always
But
count my blessings.
just be glad that
Always,
Lisa's okay and you're all good to go, Lisa. So glad you
yeah.
made it.
And that was the first thing that came to mind. Like, this could have been so much worse. And I just have to, my son says it's the curse of my car. I'm like, no, it's just because I get the same car. So my red one, my white one, my black one, they're all the same make and model and year. Because I love that car.
Right. All right, cool.
Hi, Kathy.
Cool. Let me see something here.
Has anybody done any investigations lately with their ghost box or experiments? And have you found that there's an increase or a decrease in activity? I'm asking.
I haven't really done any ghost box sessions. We did a brief one the other day, but
I've done one or two, and I found that it was very, very quiet, really quiet. Like, it's like they went on vacation or something.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the
but
best way
that
I can
happens.
put it. Yeah.
It happens. Yeah, like what Regina was saying, during those long shows, I'm going back to that. During those long shows,
Hi,
by the time
Karen.
I got off the she was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was starving, and my fat ass at that time would just be like, "All right, what's open?" And I'd find somewhere that was open 24 hours and
Yeah.
go.
Well, I got some tacos and I'm like, mind you, I live in the boonies, so pretty much everything here shuts down to 6 o'clock, even on a Sunday. So everything shuts down to 6. You can't literally on a Monday night, you can't get any takeout. It doesn't exist. All the places are closed. So
Right
there's Rob going, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some tacos." Now, like, my choices were Cheerios or oatmeal.
now, I don't. I just go grab some water and whatever and go to bed. Even though
Hmm.
those were the old days.
Hey,
Even if I
we all go through. We have some times that we're just like, no, I'm having the French fries. We know they're bad for us, but sometimes you got to have some of the bad to know why they're bad and why they're so good.
I can't even eat them anymore. There's a lot of food I can't eat anymore. Just
I'm a huge fan of onion rings, and I can't eat them anymore. Gives me heartburn.
now it's just
They
all I taste is
can't eat
grease
it.
and it's
Yes.
nasty.
Yep. I agree.
Wherever you found the best box sessions, to
Yes,
me,
Carol, I can see. We can see the comments, honey.
it really doesn't matter.
Good night, Bonnie. Feel better, sweetheart.
It just happens. I mean, if spirit wants to communicate, they're going to communicate. I mean, there's times that you don't get anything. Trying to do any communication
Excuse me.
in the most haunted location, and there's just no activity. No, there's nothing.
Hurry,
It's
hurry up
they
and
don't.
wait.
Yep.
So you might get a slice in time. So you say you go on a Thursday night, you may be semi-active. Friday night, flat lines. Go back to the same thing again on Saturday, and now they're like, whoa, they're not leaving until we interact with them. So then Saturday night might be your sweet spot. So again, people, if you don't get anything that night, don't take it personal. It just means that
And
spirit's
don't
just
give
not active tonight. And don't give up. Just don't give up.
up.
I think
When they they'll
ideally a week. Wouldn't you say a week's a perfect amount of time to investigate one specific location?
yeah,
Sometimes a few hours that night is not enough. It's not.
no, no, you have to keep on going back.
Yeah.
If you set up a whole weekend, like Friday to Sunday, there you go. That should
Yeah.
be enough time. But you're there 24/7 for that full weekend. That's what we did at OSR, Ohio State Reformatory. We were there from Friday night, well, from Friday until Saturday or till Sunday. Sunday, what, 5 o'clock in the morning?
You were there until
So
they kicked you out, you mean?
we got kicked out. Um, yeah,
You
it
might
was fun
you might know the answer to this because this seems to be a hot topic lately in the paranormal genre field of all the people that we know. How do they set the price for people to come and investigate? And why is it so high?
because it's moneymaker.
But they're not allowing, do you know what I mean? They're not, you could have investigate any place, but if you're seeking it out, why do they charge you so much? So why is it like $2,000? And then they'll ask you if you're planning to go live because that's going to be an extra $1,000. Like, where do they get where, like, it's kind of like when you get a value of a house, like what's comparable in your area? Why are they coming up with these large prices? Because isn't it
Because
like
it
free advertising when you go live? It's like you're giving them free advertising.
doesn't matter. It's money.
They're going to price
It,
themselves like they did for the housing market where people just aren't going to be buying.
I mean, in the old days, you give somebody a $50 donation to do, a 10-hour investigation. you're golden.
Dude, I'll bring snacks. I will make snacks. I will hand make the snacks.
And I mean, these locations now don't even allow anybody to go into a location. So, it's that's what that's where the field is at, and that's where it's gone. It's been this way for the last.
And not to say that I don't want to investigate other places that other people have investigated, but sometimes I want to be the first one in there to see what I get. That's why I do clean readings. I don't Google the place beforehand, unless it has a serious reputation where people come out completely injured. Then I'm going to investigate just a little bit.
Right. But so, and this is back in 2004, where places were still open to allowing you to get to investigate without, paying a large amount of money, or it was
That's
just
why I
even
don't
off
give
the
them
radar. People would
people
be like, "Wait, what do you want to do?" Oh, okay, you're one of those. But they were just like it wasn't even heard of really, until the ghost shows
Listen,
came.
when you go into a place and you make a deal with the spirit, like, hey, I just want your story, I'm not here to judge, you actually have to stick to that, okay? Now, you go back a second time, what you decide to have with the spirits on the second time is a completely different thing. But some locations, when you're there, I just want to hear your story, you have to bite your tongue. You can't have a fight with the spirit because you're affecting everybody that's in your group. Try to go in there with the best positive attitude and be cheerful. If you're in a bad mood, maybe you shouldn't go that night. I'm just saying it's kind of dangerous.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, like what Wayne was talking about. You have to be careful going into an abandoned location or
Wait, you're
abandoned.
baking. Why bacon is called bacon and cookies are cookies when bacon cook and cookies baked? Well, it depends on how you're making your bacon. Bacon can be baked in an oven. Is this like some sort of, I don't get it. This is one
Joke.
of those weird jokes. I don't get it. It goes right over my head.
So, like with what Wayne is saying, like going into an abandoned building or abandoned location, you have to be careful trespassing. A trespassing ticket, people don't realize how much a trespassing ticket is.
And it won't go away. Just remember, and don't take items home with you, because if you do and you take the wrong item, I'm the fool that wakes up at 3:00 in the morning with, "Oh my God, Lisa, you have to help me." It's like, why would you do that? If there's a cross in a boiler room, I'm just saying, and you take that cross, you gotta ask yourself, why did they put the cross in the boiler room, right?
Yeah.
Put
So,
it back.
I mean, a trespassing ticket can be $1,000 plus jail time.
Not to mention times how many people. That's not the group of you that went in there. That's per
Oh,
person.
per person. So,
And the cops
just
don't care if you brought snacks.
fair warning: do not go into a location. If you see a no trespassing sign, do not enter. Whatever you do, and
How easy would it be to locate the owners of the property and just ask them for permission?
you can do that.
That's what I think I'm gonna do.
And do not pry open a door to get into that location if it's abandoned.
And do not break windows and stuff, because that's why people don't want you in this, because somebody disrespected the property and caused damage. 90% of the time, that's why they have the no trespassing sign up.
Yeah, you find if somebody finds a screwdriver on you and you're in an abandoned building, you're going to get charged for breaking and entering. No questions asked. Do not have
And
any
you
tools on.
should probably have good shoes on, and you should probably give somebody your location so somebody knows where you are when you don't show up at home. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Somebody should have your coordinates at all the time. Same way if you're going hiking, you give somebody your coordinates, or hey, I should be back by this such and such time. That's for safety reasons. Exactly, Karen. If tomatoes are really fruit, then it isn't ketchup, it's a smoothie. Well, tomatoes were a vegetable, but then they taxed the vegetable. So then they called it a fruit and they taxed that too. So you didn't win either way. it's the truth. Because I asked the same thing, like, is it a fruit or is it a vegetable? Somebody make up their mind.
Good point, Rachel. If you trespass, go naked or in assless chaps. Perfect.
Oh my God. I'm not suggesting anybody does this, but if somebody does do it and you're all wearing assless chaps, could you please catch it on video? Because I'd love to see that. So the cop's like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Well, the reason why we're bringing this up too is there's a location out here, and they were talking about going in and doing an investigation, and I was like, if you're caught, you'll be charged with trespassing, no questions asked.
I know,
And
but don't you want to go? There's somebody did that up here, and I was like, I want to, but I'm not. I know better. With my luck,
but
we
the
get
thing is,
caught.
like, they will not even give you permission at this location to investigate. So don't even ask, don't even try because you'll be shot down in a
The
second.
cops left a note on the door saying, "We know who you are. That's why we changed the locks, and you're being watched." And I was like, oh, somebody must be punking you because this is a story that I heard from somebody. And they were like, no, because they had the exact time and date. And they said that was enough for them to go, yep, peace out. I was like, so
Uh,
you weren't afraid of the spirits? No, we're afraid of the cops that left the note that scared the crap out of everybody. I'm like, that's just, it's brilliant. But it's the same thing. I don't know if I want to go back. I can't.
it's just crazy, and then and it's
Right,
people
right. If you
do
don't
that,
have receipts, it didn't happen. Right.
and the people that do it are the ones that make it bad for everybody else because this is why a lot of locations will not allow investigations because
They don't
of the
care if you're part of a paranormal group. They don't care if your sweatshirt's black with the paranormal team name on it. All they're going
Yep,
to do is jot it down, and forever that team, investigation team, is going to be tarnished because that's what they're going to remember.
yep.
Take a cup with you. Ooh, good one. How about I just bring my little dog and say she's a K2 because she's not big enough to be a K9. How about a K2? I
That's
was just
funny.
walking my little dog and she's this big. I was just walking her. I had to carry her though. But also, it's done for safety reasons because, say, if somebody else is squatting there, homeless people or whatever, I think you would want to know ahead of time if somebody else is there to rule out things, and those people can be dangerous.
Very.
Some set up meth labs there, people. I've never seen one, but I don't want to come up against the people that own the meth lab either.
Like when my buddy and I were in an abandoned building and it said keep out. My ass opens up the door and finds a guy pulling up his pants and he's yelling, "Get the fuck out of my house." And I was like, "Fucking run." And he's following us out, yelling at us. That was so much fun. We got it on camera.
Listen, they say they're abandoned. They don't. Which they should put a sign up. It's not no trespassing. It's like if you're that stupid, we can't fix stupid, but we'll be waiting for you.
Oh, that's funny. I played
Cops
that
don't
video.
appreciate you moaning while getting cuffed. Rachel, do you speak from experience or so you hear allegedly? Because I'm going to say allegedly.
What?
Cops don't like you moaning when you're being cuffed.
I
I'll
bet they
say it
don't, Rachel.
depends. I say
I think
it depends on the cop.
I think Rachel's speaking from experience.
Yeah, but I'm sure they don't mind it when you get the assless chaps on, though. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. If somebody's smacking that ass. Just saying.
Yeehaw! Like, what
Oh
would
my!
you use for an excuse, though, if you got caught trespassing? Like, do you just admit it? Do you deny, deny, deny?
How are you
Maybe
going to deny?
that's why everybody's wearing black sweatshirts. It's not that they're better investigators, it's so they don't get caught by the cops.
Could be. Well, you do want to wear black. I mean, especially if it's at night, you know. But here's the thing: how the fuck are you going to run around a abandoned building at night without using a flashlight? You're going to get caught
True.
because of the flashlight.
Well, Is it illegal to go in a cemetery at night? Is it illegal? Do you have to get permission? Because it's a public cemetery, right? Do you need permission to do that?
If Well, yeah, I
You
mean,
just
because cemeteries close at sunset.
why? Nobody could answer that question. I asked everybody, why does it close at sunset?
I Probably
Anybody?
for
I don't
it's for safety reasons. Somebody could trip, sprain an ankle.
can do that during the day.
You can't.
I'm never.
I
I'm blonde
I
and
I
say my name is Bambi. My name's anything you want it to be, honey. Get them cuffs out. I know, Amy, right?
I'm blonde and my name is Bambi.
Oh, I have my name. It's in my shoe. Hold on. Let me bend over for you. But there's so many
Um,
people that you see on TikTok right now that go live and they're in a cemetery at night by themselves and they're screaming because they're being chased by a spirit. And then, like, oh my God, this cop's there. What do I do? Stop screaming. That's the starter. That's how the cops got there, was because you were running around in a cemetery at night screaming your head off. It's
people
like,
are stupid.
calm down, because you get, what do I do? You simply walk out and you act like you were just walking. You don't act guilty. Just, whoo.
Because people are dumb.
They have to have a sign posted. Well, what if you get a loved one that's buried? Well, no, that'd probably make it worse. You're coming to dig up
Yeah, I
grandma.
mean, here's the thing: if there isn't a sign posted, then yeah, you can be in there because there's no signage at all. So there's a few cemeteries that I've been to, and there's no signage at all, and you walk around there and you see people there at night. Um, I mean, you even see cars, people like visiting a loved one's gravesite. It's weird, but I've
No,
seen
but
it.
listen, maybe they're having trouble sleeping and they're having trouble processing that death. So maybe that's why they went into the cemetery at that time. You don't
Oh
know.
no, you don't know.
Right.
But I've been in a
No,
cemetery.
no one, yeah, nobody ever really knows what somebody's going through when somebody passes away. And that's why I'm always like, don't fall. There's no set rules. Like you have anger first. It can run the gamut. It's what is happening to you. It's how you experience it. I get out of tickets by saying I didn't notice how fast I was going. Oh, okay. So knock on wood, never happened to me.
No, exactly, Jill. Yeah, why go if you are scared? It makes no sense.
Listen, I spent a night in a cemetery way back, way back, way back when. I'm sure the guys that we went with thought it was going to be party, 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 but we had them picking up all the tombstones that somebody had knocked over because we found it disrespectful. So, yeah, not what they thought they were getting for that night. Like, no, we can't leave it that way. He's a veteran. We got to fix it. Yeah, and these places you can check out during the day, and they're still just as haunted as they are at night. Sometimes they're more active during the day, so don't feel that you have to go in at night only. I thought it does add some more drama. But scary,
Now,
scary, point blank.
uh, so if you guys have not joined our private group, click on the link I just posted, and it will send me a request for an invite, and I'll allow.
Again,
Well,
there's no tolerance policy for drama there too.
for what?
Nobody needs on the Parawakening club page. There's no drama in that one either. It's a drama-free zone, people.
Exactly. Now, I mean,
Exactly.
to be honest, there's nothing scary about a cemetery at night. Actually, I find it very peaceful.
Yeah, but see, the difference is that when I go there during the day, they usually sit up and they're like, "Hey, you looking for somebody?" I'm always like, there's a lady over there grieving for her husband. Can we not wait till she
Right.
leaves, okay? Then we'll chat."
Yeah. I mean, it's like when I was talking about the abandoned location that Wayne brought up. subliminal. God, I can't even talk. I go into that location at midnight and walk around. I don't find it scary at all. And
You
people,
went to what location at night?
the abandoned location that Wayne was bringing up, it's an
Oh,
old rental.
I must have missed it. Somebody bring it up again in the comments because I missed it.
No, I mean it was earlier. Um, and I've gone to that location a few times in the middle of the night, and it's kind of creepy because you know that there's a lot of spirit there, especially children spirit when you're walking through the children's ward.
Oh, okay.
And it was funny because, or not funny, but I was driving.
Graceland, I agree, Karen.
I was
I
driving
agree,
through.
Graceland.
I was driving by the location and driving near the children's ward, and I heard a child screaming, and this was like, I don't know,
Screaming
11,
creepy
like
or
yell,
screaming
like,
funny?
no,
Listen,
like
we all know
screaming.
that hype, like bad scream, not like the laughing scream. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. That changes
screaming,
everything.
blood curling, screaming. And I was like,
No, that's not
holy
good.
shit. And the funny thing was, like, I mean, it wasn't funny, but the cops were
Chris
like coming
Fleming
by.
said
I was driving,
it is not haunted.
so
Who's
I was
Chris
driving.
Fleming?
Chris Fleming's a psychic. Um,
Oh.
Friend of ours. Anyway, so the cop was coming by and he actually stopped and heard the screaming and he was flashing his flashlight, thinking that there might have been people. And then a few minutes later, a couple other cars came. They won't go in those buildings at night at all. Sometimes even during the day, they will not go in those buildings because they're so afraid of that location. But um, yeah, I just drove. I mean, I wanted to go in there, but I'm not going to say I wasn't in there. That's why I was
Allegedly.
driving by.
Allegedly.
Exactly.
Allegedly. So I heard allegedly. Well, if anybody's up in my area or wants to go to the Bridgewater Triangle, I actually know somebody that says that their friend lives in the middle of it, so we're gonna go check it out during the day, provided there's not a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to get
If anybody ever comes out here and they want to go for a tour of that place, I'll take them.
I do.
We'll have to kind of go incognito.
But first, we're getting tacos.
That's fine. There's a few taco places. I'm not going to say the name of the location, but it's here. It's not that far from where I live, and I'm in California. So
There's been a lot of missing women in Massachusetts right now, and listen, I called it for the first one. As soon as she was posted, I knew she had died. She was murdered. But there seems to be a trend now, and this goes back to some of the cold cases I worked on. We have a couple of serial killers that work around the outskirts of connecting states. And I think one of them's active again. So if you're one of those people that likes to do things on your own, that's wonderful. Please carry some mace or something for yourself. Because this is getting too ridiculous. Every night there's another name.
hey, Wayne, I might know somebody that has a key. Just saying. I'm joking. Well, it was a psych ward. So, and it closed in, I want to say early 90s. Wayne actually, Mr. Poe did a documentary of that location, and you can find it on. Oh, it was closed in 1997. You can actually find that the documentary on Amazon. Right, right, Wayne.
Is that the one where it's like the Hotel California song was based on?
Yes. Yes. Hold on.
Can somebody send me the link?
I'm going to give you some props or some.
Amy, you so know I want to go to Ohio and see you, honey, and hang out and investigate some stuff. Oh, there's an echo.
I gotta fix it.
Dale. Dale.
All right, keep talking.
Daylight comes and I wanna go home.
All right, Wayne, I got to give you some.
Wayne, you should be a guest on my show I do on Sunday nights. The Truth Behind Hotel California.
Let me share.
Crazy that we're able to stay open that long doing what they were doing. No kidding. Sometimes they didn't even treat these people like they were humans, let alone had any humanity in them, because I don't know how you could do that to somebody else. I really don't. Dude, now how am I supposed to copy? Am I supposed to copy and paste that?
You can just click on it and it'll take you to the link. When I
clicked on it, nothing happened.
It should take you to the link.
Jill says, when you guys go looking for spirits, even though they are around us all the time, do you use doja? I have a pair, and I make them. But again, you don't need them. Sometimes it's good, like instead of me draining myself, connecting with spirit the way I normally do, it's easier to use the dowsing rods. It's just quicker so that I don't have to keep repeating myself to everybody.
I kind of just, it's kind of weird, but
listen, mine were super expensive. Okay. They're old metal coat hangers that most people don't even have anymore, and then just some copper tubing. So these ones were super expensive to make. I have made some, and I've made some with the copper wire and the copper tubing. Of course, it depends on if you can get the copper tubing, because everything seems to be hard to get nowadays. Did someone just whisper?
No, nobody whispered. I was going to say that.
Says, I don't like sunsets. Don't know. I get weird vibes. Like it denotes at an end of a particular chapter in your life. Love sunrises, though.
I'm going to also copy that onto our group page.
Thank you. But seriously, Mr. Poe, I'd love to have you on as a guest on my show. Did anybody else just hear that?
No.
It's like a little growl.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, yeah. Like dowsing rods are a lot of fun. And listen, you don't have to go and get those like $75 or $200 ones. That's ridiculous. Check your closet. If you get those old metal coat hangers, the one that had the paper on them, that you can just, and you get some wire cutters, that, and now you have to just grab some copper tubing.
You guys heard a whisper of a little girl? That's weird.
I heard a growl. I heard a little girl, but I just assumed it was somebody's kid. So seriously, my shirt should say, did you hear that? Anybody else hear that? Did you see that?
No, I mean, that's a great documentary. I've watched it, I don't know how many times now, quite a few. I just love it. I keep on going back. And Peter James was on there, if anyone knows who Peter James is. He was an amazing, amazing man and psychic. My voice keeps on dropping on your side. That's weird.
Anybody, like I'm here. You know how like when you turn on the ghost box, there's that background noise where there's people just talking like myself, kind of like the
Yeah,
opening to your show. I'm
yeah,
hearing that. Is that just my ears or anybody else hearing that?
no. And some good friends of mine have his jacket because they're very close with him. Um, his
Ooh,
even putting
I do
jacket.
psychometry though, Rob. I can read items. So if he had the jacket, I could touch the jacket and I could get a read off of that.
Hmm, I don't have it. Um, some friends of mine have it, but anyway, I've
I
put it.
am not touching Robert the doll though.
His feelings are just. It's just. I mean, you just feel the energy on that jacket. It's amazing. My friend Sophia has it.
Rob, that
What?
there was a man that just was in your black mirror. There was
A man with mirror?
a man that just was like really close, and then when I went to go tell you, he just stepped back from. So now he's not there,
Hmm.
but he was in the black mirror. And there's something different about that child picture tonight. I just can't figure out what it is that's different.
Maybe his eyes will move.
Like I want to say like I thought I saw him blink. Sometimes you're gonna have to get a camera that just focuses up close on on the little boy. And do we
I'll
know
get it.
the little boy's name?
No.
In and out, choppy white noise. Okay. Okay, so you did hear it.
I mean, I have my
Yeah,
heater on.
it's like a wash, 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 wash. It's like a small talking, but again, it's spirits. So when you try to focus in on what they're saying, you're not going to make any sense of it.
I mean, I do have my heater on, but and also I do
Are
that
you
because it
cold?
oh, it's freezing in here.
Go ahead. How cold is it?
I don't know, probably in the 50s.
Did the man in the mirror have a mustache? Yes, he did. He did. He had a mustache. I only got like his forehead down, but he did have a mustache, and it was very salt and pepper, more on the salty pepper side, like the darker side.
You know what's funny is
Hello,
my
Vera.
my stepdad um has salt and pepper hair and he had a mustache.
Dude, you never told me that.
Yep.
Is
Peter
there an
James,
anniversary? Is there an anniversary or something coming up for him? A birthday, a death anniversary, something? Oh, your birthday's coming up.
my birthday is coming up. No, his birthday was
Okay.
last.
Peter James. Show.
Oh,
Oh, they want you to show me a picture of Peter James.
hold on.
Hi, Debbie. How are you? Isn't your birthday on Saturday?
It is.
Are you going to do a special birthday show? Or are you just going to go out and have your own good time show?
I'm probably just going out and having my own good time show.
Okay. Call me if you need bail.
Okay.
These trolls have nothing better to do with their lives. I wish I had that much time to kill.
All right. Here's one of you. Oh, look, it's
Hello, Vera.
in.
What's his name again? I'm just going to type it. I'm going to Google him.
Hold on, I'm going to show
Peter.
a picture. I'm going to show.
Excuse me.
I'll show the picture of him on the Queen Mary. Is it? Hold on a second. Let me share this. Share.
Oh, okay.
That's
Wow.
peace.
Yeah. I actually got to talk to him once. I don't remember what the circumstances are, but he was a very nice man.
Yeah, I talked to him on the Queen Mary.
He was very polite. Wow. Says Norway archaeologists find the world's oldest rune stone. Interesting. Hot off the presses. Benefits of going braless. We should look into that. Ask him about the gravy. Oh, that's your great niece's birthday. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I know a lot of January, February babies. I'm a February baby. Yeah, the 21st. And then mine's a week later, a little over a week later. Yeah, so Lisa Marie Presley passed away, and she was February 1st, 1968. I'm February 2nd, 1969, and I'm named after her. But as soon as somebody said it to me, I was like, it was a heart attack. And they're like, oh my God, you didn't even know. I'm like, no, I didn't know. But at least she gets to be with her son and her father. So.
Yeah, Peter died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Back in 20.
Was he just coming back from an investigation or he was checking something out? I feel like that might have triggered it. Like there was a lot of stress from that.
I'm not sure.
Like they're not saying the location killed him. They're not saying that. They're saying that it triggered it. Kind of like if, you got on a bus and then the smog, you ended up with cancer. The bus didn't give him cancer. It's the smog that gave him cancer. But it's like he went to a location or something and he was very stressed about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's what they're telling me. But that was not the man I saw in the mirror, though. Just so we know, that was not the man.
Is touching her face.
Good night, Rachel. It is. It says it gives you more self-confidence. I'm just saying that for ladies like myself that everything went south, we need the bra.
Need the bra.
Need the bra. The bra.
All right, guys.
Just think of all the situations we would have if everybody went braless. Oh, my God. Way better to promote assless chaps, I think.
Free the tatas.
Free the tatas.
All right, guys. I think we're going to call it. I had to get some sleep. I was up way too late last night.
When is yours? 2:26. Oh, I was born Groundhog's Day. I was born in the morning. Like 8:00 something. I was born during a snowstorm, a blizzard. Dude, I heard that. Can you say it again? Spirit, can you say it again? I heard somebody whisper your name, Rob. Is it colder over by the Black Mirror? Like, is there a draft or something particular colder, either one of those? No?
No.
Like, I feel like there's a temperature change. Good night, Debbie. Good night, Julie.
I'm always smiling.
Gravity is a bitch, right? Like sling holders. I don't listen. They made some sort of boulder holders, towel kind of thing, so that protect you from the heat, so you don't get rashes. underneath your tatas. It's basically it's a towel that's got like cups in it.
Over the shoulder boulder holders.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
Who's
we're gonna.
oh, wait?
We're gonna
Who just said they're having their boobs removed? Oh, I'm so sorry, Jill, for your loss, honey. You're having your breast removed in March. I'm sorry, Jill. They will allow you after it heals, though. Your health insurance covers the tattoo to make you look like you got stuff. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're funny.
Listen, it's the truth. All right. I'm going to be on Sunday, 9:00. So if you haven't signed up for my YouTube, please do so. It's under Purple Dahlia Medium and Purple Dahlia Medium on Facebook. But I'm also on Live Paranormal on Sunday nights at 9. That's what exactly what went through my head, Debbie. Bit middle, over shoulder, boulder holder.
And don't forget to check out Hotel Camarillo. I posted it up on our private page. So the link is there. So if anybody wants to click on the link and check it out. You can rent it for like $2 or you can buy it. So
oh, maybe I'll rent it. I always like to support my local friends.
Yeah. I would suggest buying it because I've watched it a few times already. So
hey, what happened to that show with that singer that we were watching? That, you know which one, the girl? She's a famous singer, but she was doing investigations.
Oh,
what's her face? What happened to the show?
Keisha, I don't. It was a short. I don't know if it's going to be picked up again, but yeah, season 1.
Have you watched the 28 days yet? With the psychics that stay at a location for 28 days?
I can't.
That was it.
I can't.
I don't think they do day 1, day 3. That's not how it played out. But it was interesting from the perspective that you and I think that you need to investigate one location more than once.
Yeah, I just can't. I've tried. I can get into maybe 20 minutes and I had to turn it off.
I will say that Will Trent show, though, is awesome because it's got that little chihuahua named Betty. I'm just saying.
All right, guys. Well, have a great night, and we'll see you soon.
Pay positivity forward, people. Be part of the solution, not the problem.
Exactly. Just stay positive. Life's too short.
Exactly.
Just start moving on, and life's a fun journey. Just roll with it and have fun with it. That's all I can say.
Make the most of everything. Lemons make lemonade. Lemonade, freeze it, make popsicles. Woohoo!
I have the best lemonade. So, anyway, you could use them for margaritas.
Damn right. Don't have to have limes to do that.
Exactly.
Or some guacamole. Yes.
There you go. All right. See you guys later.